Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Turn your players to its max settings. I'm your host, Noob. I'll be showcasing one of my two favorite mechs to pilot. In this video, I'm going to showcase the Air Raider. As I still work towards becoming a better mech pilot, trying to best my best performance so far as kills go or eliminations. The Air Raider is very versatile, switching from jet mode into mech mode and mech mode into jet mode instantaneously. The game is based as a medium attacker because you can basically get in and out of combat relatively quickly. What I've noticed so far as grinding with it is that it seems to be better combat wise in jet mode versus going into mech mode, but it still can deal relatively decent damage while in mech mode. But the whole purpose of it is to basically do aerial maneuvers. You can lay heavy payloads with basically like air to ground weaponry and machine gunnery. It also has like these air bursts, the blue like stuff you see in the air is some sort of like anti-air weaponry to basically combat against other air mechs like the Falcon, which is also one of my favorite mechs. Like I say, like for air combat, the Falcon is a better solo attacker as far as solo battles go with the mechs. As far as flying mechs, it is the best one, and this is the second best. But the Falcon is a lightly armored mech, and this is a medium, but they're both attack mechs. And truthfully, I believe this one has more armor. It is definitely able to withstand more damage versus the Falcon mech. So you can't go wrong with either mech, Falcon or the Air Raider. But I'm really like taking a liking and drawn to this Air Raider mech. While piloting this mech, if you are a good or decent pilot, which you need to, it says in like the graph, like the graph for what the mech is built to do, it says you need it like handling, like piloting it. It says you at least need to be like a B. You need like a B skill to basically pilot this thing good. From what I've noticed as running this mech quite often is that I seem to draw a lot of aggro, like a lot. And I don't blame dudes because I do feel like I be playing my role as this basically as an aerial mech really good. Like I get in and out of combat relatively good and I deal a lot of damage rather quickly. I tend to go after the bigger mechs, like the heavy and ultra heavy mechs. I tend to target them because they're slower and they obviously can basically tank a lot of damage compared to a medium and a heavy mech. But even a heavy mech also can take and withstand a lot of damage. As I just said a few seconds ago, as you can see, I'm drawing a lot of attention, and it looks like I've done ticked off somebody piloting a heavy mech. He's like just unloading 1,000,000 rounds per second at me because obviously I'm like trying to take him out, so I don't really blame him for targeting me. But yeah, just once you get the hang of the maneuvers, it is like really fun using any of the air mechs. I would say to me Okay, so the heavy and ultra heavy mechs are definitely a threat to this mech because, like I said, this is a medium armored mech, medium armored attack mech. But what seems to have like messed me up most of the time when I'm like in combat, it'd be like the sniper. It's a heavy armored sniper mech, which it can fly as well. It is an aerial mech also, and but it's like its flight ability isn't as good, or maneuverability, forgive me, isn't as good as the Falcon or the Air Raider. Like it can like get high up in the air and just glide and keep gliding like at like a really high altitude and just keep sniping. But its beam sniper rifle is very powerful. It can literally take you out in 1 to 2 to 3. If you're still alive by a direct 3 hit, a fourth hit is definitely going to take you out. As I just got finally taken out there, they was obviously tired of me. I'm gonna eject, get right back into the action. Let's see. Look. So this is, I believe that's I don't know if he's an ultra heavy or a heavy mech. I think he's an ultra or heavy. I actually have that mech too. I'll be bringing it to display and showcase also in some upcoming videos. And as you can see, basically that mech is really good. It's a good mech for like anti-air. It's basically like, oh, you're in the air, I'm gonna literally just turn into a freaking turret and shoot a million rounds and rockets at you. It's basically it's anti-air. So I don't really want to get into some of the negative feedback that I have received sharing some of the gameplay across social media, but I got to get into it because it be on my mind. So I got to speak my mind. That's just me, which is, so people be saying it doesn't look that good. The gameplay doesn't look that good. It's a hero shooter. Like, number one, there's no heroes in here. Like, literally, like, it's a mech game. It's a new entry into the mech genre. Is it a shooter? Yes, it is. But it's a mech game. Regardless, there's different types of mechs, heavy to light to medium, and there's different classes of mechs. Like I said, there's like 2 snipers. There's two like air mechs, which is, I'm using one of them. There's more than 2 air mechs, but like combat wise, there's 2 air mechs, and this is one of them. You have your melee mechs, which that's what I was just fighting, as they did some literally trap me in a force field, and I'm like on the verge of being destroyed here. Like literally on the verge of being destroyed. So it's different. Yes, there's classes. You have, like I said, you have your melee mechs, you have your aerial mechs, you have your super heavy mechs, you have your defender mechs, which are also like heavy and super heavy, armored. You have your support mechs, which can heal. There's like 2 different supporter mechs that can heal, which is odd because I was playing with one earlier and I ended up getting like 4 or 5 kills with it, and it was just hilarious to me because I was just like, I'd be struggling to get 4 and 5 kills with my damn Air Raider, which is my favorite mech, but yet I was accidentally, they made me be a support mech, which is one of my healer mechs, and I ended up putting up a decent round as far as getting eliminations with it. It was just hilarious to me. But as far as the negativity, some of the negativity that I've been getting, sharing and showcasing the game across social media, it doesn't bother me. Like, truthfully, I enjoy the game. It's a fun game. Is the game for everyone? Of course not. Every game isn't for everyone. You don't see me playing Fortnite, and that's still probably like the top played games as a service online multiplayer game. Like, that is probably still the #1 game for like how many years now? Going on 10 years. I have never touched Fortnite. I don't think not once. Literally, not once have I ever downloaded it and fired it up. Not once. Because it doesn't pique my interest. I don't gravitate towards it. I felt it was cartoony. It had the update for the Unreal Engine 5. I still feel it's cartoony and gimmicky with some of the content that they stay adding. It just, you like it, I love it. That's fine. It's all good. I'm just one person. So I'm not trying to sway anyone into playing or liking the game because I like it. Just understand that, like, people, I don't know, like, for instance, Armored Core, because this is a mech game, people tend to try to poo-poo it because they might like Armored Core, and there's nothing wrong with that. I like Armored Core as well. To be truthful, I really feel like the only thing in common that the two games have is that you're using a mech. It's the only two things that these games have in common, is that you're using a mech. I don't want to sit up here and say one is better than the other. That's up for you to decide. Truthfully, I like this better, and that is no shade. I said this in my first video or second video that I made on here, and that's no shade to Armored Core. It is a great game, but I prefer Mecha Break. I feel the visuals, the sound, just everything in general, it resonates with me. And that's about all the time that I have for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the showcase of the Air Raider. I'll be back with more. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace and be well. Noob out.